For us, take a short break. Come back. We'll also be joined by Charu Sudan Kasturi, a senior journalist from Hindustan Times. Stay tuned. You're watching Insight, and we are discussing the new suggestion given by CBSE to introduce open book exam concept. Will it really boost creativity and enhance analytical skills? This is what we are asking in today's edition of Insight. And joining me now is also Charu Sudan Kasturi, assistant editor, Hindustan Times. Thanks very much, Mr. Kasturi, for joining us here. What do you think of the open book exam concept introduced by CBSE?
Well, firstly, I think it's still at a preparatory stage, so we must be careful because just knowing how policy works and how policy making works, I think it'll undergo some change before it actually comes into place. That being said, I think as an idea, it's something which is being experimented with, and it's an experiment is worth trying. I'm not so sure about the way they're going about it right now, as the plan is right now, in terms of,
I thought the idea, and especially for the school students where we have overemphasized rote learning and factual knowledge and so on. So I think if we can at least convert some of our students' learning into an area where they don't have to memorize or remember factual knowledge, but then you take that kind of knowledge from the existing books, which we will enable through this open book exam, but then show their ability to apply, evaluate, analyze, and so on through an open book mode. I think it will be excellent.
But do you think this can be implemented properly in a country like ours, where we have so many students in each class? There are more than 10 sections. Each class, each section has more than 40.
Whether it's they're not related at all. But there is an issue of, first of all, understanding what this open book concept is, because it's very often we think that they'll copy, they'll cheat, so that is the kind of mindset we have.
Can you elaborate for the benefit of our viewers? Can you tell them what this entails?
Yeah, it is definitely for an area where we are expecting our students to not just memorize knowledge and then tell us how, what is right and what is wrong, because that's what we normally encourage in class and in the exam, but then an area where we would like them to analyze, apply, evaluate, synthesize, and so on.
Thanks very much for joining us in this program and for your valuable input. Coming back to you, Mr. Kasturi, do you really feel it's important for the government to bring in all stakeholders and ask what they think of the open book assessment?
Absolutely. And one area where I completely agree with Professor Matthew, what she said about this as well, and is that, and you mentioned it earlier about principals raising these concerns with the CCE. This is largely a mindset issue. This is a huge mindset change which will be required if we need to actually move towards open book learning and open book testing. As we all know, we've been historically brought up on a dose of rote learning. You're brought up to learn pahade. You're brought up to learn tables, mathematic tables, which you just basically vomit out of your mouth without really understanding anything about it. That mindset, in order to change it, the CCE is an important step towards that. I think it's important that